with meteorologist Eric Zernick.
As we told you all week, today was going to be a washout, and it sure was across much of the state of Kentucky and southern Indiana, with several inches of rain falling across the region. Those heavier showers coming during the late afternoon and throughout much of the evening. Here's a live look at their Doppler radar, and you can see that heavy band where the cold front is, where we're seeing some of the stronger wind gusts, is now beginning to make its way to the east of our area, now to the east of Tylersville. So from Georgetown down towards Campbellsville and back towards Horse Cave, that's where we're seeing the strongest line of showers and storms right now, with those wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour. On the back side of this, we're not going to have the strong winds, but we're still going to have plenty of rain and maybe some rumbles of thunder and lightning. As you can see, all the lightning strikes showing up, so there is still a fair bit of thunder and lightning across the entire region as we wait for this system to slowly make its way out of the region. Let's zoom in and get a close-up look of Jefferson County. The good news is things are backing off here in town, just some light to moderate showers, but it's still raining pretty good across much of downtown Louisville. You can see out towards Fern Creek, up towards the Utica area, still seeing plenty of rain as we push later on into the evening. As mentioned, it's right along this that we're seeing some of the strongest, and that includes Springfield, where you see the red, some pretty hefty rain right now, along with some of those gustier winds, 40 to 50 miles per hour, and some thunder and lightning, and that extends back towards Magnolia and out towards Brownsville and Bonneville. So we're going to be with this for several more hours, but it does look like that severe threat is beginning to wind down for much of the WLKY viewing area. But because of all the rain, you can see it is lighting up like a Christmas tree. Just about everyone is now under flash flood warnings that will go until early tomorrow morning, likely until tomorrow afternoon, because of those rivers, creeks, and streams beginning to overflow their banks, beginning to flood some of those roads nearby and in those low-lying areas. So if you know those flood-prone areas, try to avoid them, because they're likely covered with water due to the heavy rain that we got. And you can see that pretty much includes everyone in the region now under that flash flood warning. So here's our low pressure system beginning to now ride its way up the Ohio River, pretty much right over top of us. With the trailing cold front, you can see all the severe thunderstorm warnings that were with this earlier. We still have that one down towards Bowling Green, but it does look like the severe threat is beginning to wind down, but we still have plenty of rain back off to our west. So that's why the rain's going to be with us for several more hours, even as we push into the overnight hours. 1 o'clock, still socked in with the rain throughout much of the area. It's not until we head towards 3, 4 o'clock that things begin to let up, but still some light showers, and then that rain will switch over to some snow as colder air rushes in on the backside early tomorrow morning. I think everyone can get another round of some slushy snow, very similar to what we saw on Tuesday. Maybe an inch to 2, mainly on grassy surfaces. I think the roads, because of how wet they are, will be fine. As far as additional rainfall, still expecting 1 to 2 inches across much of the region. Across the river, maybe up to an inch is still to come before things begin to wind down later on tonight. And then as for that snow is concerned, an inch or 2 possible across southern Indiana and in through much of Jefferson County, areas to the south, minor grassy accumulations. But again, I think the roads should be fine because of how wet they are. That will help melt away a good bit of that. So your 12-hour forecast for tomorrow shows temperatures beginning to fall. Wind chills will be down into the 20s with those gusts up to 30 miles per hour as we drop into the lower 30s. President's Day is cold, and we stay chilly with highs only in the 20s most of next week, with that another chance of snow Tuesday night into Wednesday. That could bring another round of some accumulating snow. So the winter that just won't end looks like it's going to continue on next week.
Well, the hits just keep on coming, Eric. Thank you so much.